If we don't leave, are you going to arrest us?
You need to leave the property, sir. Nobody's talking about arresting. I'm just asking you.
Well, then I'm going. If you're asking me to leave, I'm going to.
I need to do a FOIA request. I want to do a public record request.
How was that harassment?
Well, what I could do for you, because we don't really call the shots here. They basically just tell us what to do. I could document. I'm going to document it either way.
People are getting killed in Boca Raton, and you guys are stalking a black guy? Yes, you are. I was over here. You decided that you were riding past, and you decided to pull in here.
Welcome to Mr. White, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes. In the shadows of government authority, where identities are hidden and civil rights are tested every day, a confrontation ignites. Colleton County, South Carolina, a region that has recorded police misconduct complaints above the state average. Here, citizens walk into government offices with a single mission: demand transparency. But instead of answers, they face silence, evasion, and at times, intimidation. Meanwhile, in Boca Raton, Florida, a city where over 85% of residents are white, a black citizen is stalked by police in the dark of night, right in a public park. No reason, no cause, just invisible pressure bearing down from unchecked authority. Mr. White joins forces with Pepperoni Audits and Injustice Wars to bring you into the heart of 3 legal standoffs: lawful recording, ID refusal, the First and Fourth Amendments, all exposed, unfiltered, and unapologetic. This is where you learn to stand your ground. This is where the camera becomes the weapon and knowledge the armor. Visit the original channels Pepperoni Audits and Injustice Wars to support those on the front lines of your civil liberties. Subscribe now to Mr. White for hard-hitting analysis you won't find anywhere else. And if you stand for civil rights, drop a W in the comments below.
Hey, y'all are fine doing what you're doing. Y'all got to get out of the vehicles.
I don't answer questions.
I'm just telling you, you don't have to answer, but y'all need to get out of the vehicle.
I'm not inside the vehicles at all.
You need to quit photographing inside of our vehicles.
I'm not inside the vehicles at all.
Quit photographing this.
Public photography. You have been trained. Perjury.
I understand that, but you need to stay outside of our vehicles.
I'm not inside your vehicles.
Quit photographing
The plan, the perjury doctrine protects us too. We can perjury times 2 property. We can record it, no matter what is there. We can record inside of any vehicle by the protection of the First Amendment. I'm not gonna hurt. No.
Come on, hey, come on, come and arrest me.
Hey, if we don't leave, are you going to arrest us?
You need to leave the property, sir. Nobody's talking about arresting. I'm just asking you.
Well, then I'm going. If you're asking me to leave, I'm going to.
I need to do a FOIA request. I want to do a public record request, sir. And that's why I'm here. I'm doing a public record request. I have business to conduct here. Are you denying me a public record request?
I'm asking you all if you are done. If you're
I'm not done.
Go ahead and leave.
No,
we're not done yet.
no, I'm not leaving. You can ask all you want. I'm not leaving. Now I can get my public record request. I can do my news story and then I can leave. But I'm not leaving before that.
You have a press ID?
I don't need a press ID.
You're doing news coverage, right?
You don't need a press ID. It's called free press. You ever heard of the First Amendment?
You don't need to go ahead and leave. Get out of here.
I'd like to do a public record request.
Go ahead and leave.
Can I do a public record request, or are you denying me that?
You can leave.
I want to do a public record request. I'm doing an investigation on this.
Word don't mean shit.
I'm doing.
How about this? Word don't mean shit. Hang on.
Refrain from using foul language in a public place.
I'd like to do a public record request.
But honestly, him trying to tell us we had to leave is not lawful.
Hi.
It's a straight violation of the First Amendment.
Hello, can I do a public record request?
Stop now. Stop the cussing.
Can I do a public record request?
That is his First Amendment.
He's protesting
God
right
bless
now.
the First Amendment.
Be an adult and be respectful. Be an adult and be
Could
respectful.
I have a public record
It's not
request?
lawful.
Doing a FOIA?
A FOIA, please? Thank you. That only took about 12 times. This piece of shit wouldn't give me it.
Y'all's feelings has nothing to do with my rights. Get over it.
He said we were inside the vehicles.
If you don't like this foul language, change y'all's attitude.
Hey, where's Andy Strickland at?
What the hell's wrong with him?
Where's your buddy Andy at? Hey, thank you. Can I get your name?
Pamela.
Pamela, can I get your name, sir?
There you want to.
Can I get your name, Chief Deputy? Mr. Johnson?
Name and badge number at least, please.
Hey, what are you copying? I see the copy machine. What are you copying? Is it jammed? I hate it when the copier gets jammed.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, ain't it?
Maybe you need some ink in there. There we go. At least it has wheels. Ah, he's a maintenance guy, I think.
Yeah, he's maintenance. They don't, when it comes to government, the only people allowed to touch it is the people who actually have credentials.
I thank you guys, man, for real. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I love you.
I wish a lot of
I love these guys.
Screaming pretty loud, bro.
Hello.
You saw they tried that shit though, right?
How are you doing?
No, you can't do that. Don't matter if it's a customer.
Hey! Hey, that's rude. Why'd you close the blinds, man? Come on, man.
Has anybody noticed yet that we're actually walking on Oyster Street? Yes. Yeah,
Hey, come on! That's disrespectful.
Hey, look down.
Making privacy.
Look down.
I still got it. Onto the next window. Can I get your name and badge number? Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, you don't
I'm
like
allowed
the
in there.
Constitution, do you? I see you smiling, you smirk, you
Hey,
fake.
Give me
You fake.
that court order. Just stating that I cannot be in the courthouse.
Move
You
your
fake.
arm. Can we get the
I'm
order,
on the
please?
outside of the door. Look.
Fake.
Can we get the order, please? Can I get your name and badge number, sir? Can I please get your name and badge number? Why doesn't any cop in this town identify themselves? Are you hiding something? Could I please get your name and badge number, sir?
Does he have?
Are you deaf? Can I please get your name and badge number?
Deaf.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Oh,
Can I please get your name and badge number? Hey!
Yeah. Ross, how you doing, man?
Hey, Ross, you
Hey, how you doing,
douchebag!
Ross?
Douchebag, Ross!
Douchebag.
Douchebag!
Piece of shit.
Can't even follow y'all.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, Ross is a douche, dude.
Bad. Temperature check. How you doing? Doing all right. How about you, man?
All right.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Drago's 616.
Hey man, you're the very first cop, or whatever you are, I'm not sure what you do here, but very first person that's identified since I've been here, so I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, it's hide nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't right here, no right here, public.
Exactly, yeah. I appreciate it, man. My name's Joshua. I'll fist bump.
Boom.
There we go.
You're a good man.
Now, my buddy,
How you doing?
my buddy has some paperwork he's trying to pick up. What exactly do you need? Transcripts?
From,
Campbell's court, from my court date, disorderly conduct.
okay.
We're wondering if we can pick it up here, or?
Sure. I mean, I haven't been over here in a while, but I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay, cool.
I don't think they allow but one person at a time, though.
We have an issue where saying no cell phones allowed in the building. That's.
I know what y'all coming. Y'all is a public building, right?
Yeah.
I know where y'all coming from.
Awesome.
But that's not my. But that's not my call.
I know, but you have to stand
It's not
down.
even the judge's call though.
You have to
Well-
stand down.
The judge can't make legislative. He's judicial.
You have to stand down, basically, what we're saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But also you gotta understand my point. I know where you're coming from.
As long as we don't go in restricted area, we're allowed to. We're allowed to. That's even the Supreme Court ruling.
Okay, I got you first, Carson. I understand First Amendment right and all that stuff. Okay,
Appreciate that.
I understand that. I'm not trying to be hard to get along.
You seem
That's
reasonable.
why we're not screaming hollering at you. We actually kind of like you.
Have a conversation.
Okay, I'm
This
not
is the
trying.
first
I'm
time
not
we've been respectful, been respected since we got here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Only thing to do is fuss at me. So okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
come on in.
How about we just let
Put the
him
cigarette
in?
out.
Yeah, put the cigarette out, please.
We'll respect
Not
them by
that.
the one person, I think.
Not that.
We'll let you go in and
I
do
don't
whatever you
like
need.
that.
Office doesn't actually transcribe, but they do record. This is your recording of the hearing.
Thank you very much for upholding the Constitution. I
You're a
appreciate
good
it.
man. I appreciate that. You're a good man.
I apologize. My couple thousand subscribers.
It took 2 hours to get.
That's awesome. They love seeing.
We can finally go now.
Try to do my best.
Did you ever work under Andy?
I did for a short period of time.
How was it?
I was in there for the first administration. Things were pretty. They seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
Then I left back in 2016 and went back over to the city for a while. I just came back over to the sheriff's office about 6 months ago now.
I did a little story, got like 40,000 views on him, did all a little research. We got another famous one in my area. He went by Kenny Boone. It's my area where I'm from. Yeah.
Florida. Okay, yeah. Okay.
He was a little bit worse than Andy, but just a little.
Yeah, at least Andy didn't use the
baseball bat.
The prisoners as slaves.
Yeah, he used the prisoners.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, Andy, I think he did. He had people come over his house to work on it, didn't he?
The sheriffs, yeah.
Pretty sure he did, yeah.
Deputy.
Same thing that...
Oh, the deputies, that's a different story.
Yeah, he had the deputies. He didn't have
On the clock,
actual...
Oh, that's different.
On the clock.
That is different. That is different.
But Kenny Boone beat his cat and his wife with a baseball bat, so I think he has
when he was
one
on
up
house
on
arrest,
Andy.
I guess he went stir crazy.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
His mugshot, he's smiling really big in the picture. It's friggin' hilarious. He looks completely psychotic.
All we're trying to do is, honestly, is try to bridge the gap between the government and the people. As you can see, it's people's not trusting the government no more.
And I can get that.
I can understand the reasoning behind it because in some cases they do overstep their bounds.
We don't believe in violence, man.
No, I appreciate
honestly, we try to do this with the cameras because I did it at the sheriff's office and they tased me and beat me down, dude.
Yeah, we
for doing the same thing we're doing right now.
In the rural heart of South Carolina, where Colleton County has faced investigations for abuse of power within its law enforcement system, a citizen walks into a government office armed with nothing but a camera and a single goal: to request public records. When met with denial, threats, and evasion, he does not back down. He doesn't need a press pass, doesn't show ID, and relies solely on the First Amendment. The lesson here is clear: stay calm, keep recording, and demand clarity in every official action. Now we move on to video 2, where silence speaks louder than words.
She keeps on calling you guys saying that I'm harassing her. Now, she's basically, what is the paper actually saying? How did I harass her exactly?
This one, from what I told you, well, you can read, I guess it states, I'm just going to give this.
No, you can't, but
I can make a copy of it for you.
No, but it's just the fact that we have a city employee that's claiming harassment, but can't explain how am I harassing her.
It's right here. I'm not going to read it.
So does it have sexual harassment on here like the first one?
No.
Let's see.
This is the exclusion. You can hold on.
John Doe, John Doe stated that to a library team member, he doesn't need the library. That's not illegal. Since he found, let me finish reading it. Since he found a better place with Wi-Fi and electricity. He proceeded to list off all his future plans, such as post 5 videos regarding interactions with City Hall. That's not illegal. Post a series of videos in order of his interactions with Boca Raton Public Library staff. That's not illegal. And his plans to continue with lawsuit. That's not illegal. This is complete nonsense. That's not harassment.
So what I could do for you, man, is
you can keep it, man. I mean, you heard that, right? How was that harassment?
Well, what I could do for you, because we don't really call the shots here. They basically just tell us what to do. I could document. I'm going to document it either way.
Yeah,
I'll document everything that you're saying.
Keep that for your records because this is defamation of character. This is libel. This is slander.
I can give you a case number.
Yeah, give me a case number. And I actually want that person arrested because I just read to the world how I was lied on once again. She's saying that I'm harassing her, but the statements that's written on the paper is First Amendment protected speech. That's not harassment. It doesn't matter who I say it to. If I said it, it's still not harassment. Harassment is me harassing that person directly. And in fact, the only conversation that me and the individual had this morning is, can you tell the janitor to put some toilet paper in there? That's the only conversation we had. So based upon what based upon what she's dialing 911 for, it's completely different than what's on that paper, just like the first time. I love this shit, to be honest with you. I'm not mad.
I'm going to document everything you're saying.
I love it.
The only thing is you don't want to give us your name, so your name won't be able to be in the report.
John Doe. It has John Doe on there. But we now know her name is Esther, though.
Okay.
We know her name is Esther for sure. And I think that's
do you want your name in the report?
No, definitely not. Okay. Because this is good for my lawsuit. Okay. Like it says right there, lawsuit. So it seems to me that this is retaliation. This is what it is. That's what the paper read. Yeah. Retaliation for a class action lawsuit and me stating I'm going to post 5 videos. That's not illegal. You read it. Everybody's seen it. Is that illegal?
It's not illegal.
Okay. So can anyone tell me how what that paper says constitutes harassment?
Well, so basically the way it works is they're the representative of the property.
Yeah, but they just lied on paper. That doesn't constitute harassment.
And
even you know that.
Right. The point is that we weren't here during the altercation.
But you don't need to be. You see what's written on paper.
It's what exactly. It's what.
Say that again.
It's what she says against what you say. And honestly, anyone could say anything's harassing. It's just how they perceive it. We're not saying it's harassment. We're not saying that what you say or what she says, anything is deemed harassment. It's what she wants to report, which she felt was harassing. That's it. It's her opinion on how she felt.
So my last question is, can we get the Florida statute for harassment now? Can you find that and read that off to us to see what harassment in the state of Florida is? By the way, that lady called the police on me and said that I was harassing her. Yeah, interesting. Can someone get the Florida statute?
I'm not going to read through the Florida statute.
But
harassing. But what I will tell you is we'll document. If you feel it's harassing, I will document.
Yeah, I want her arrested. This is the second time she's lied on me, and she works for the city. Her name is Esther, once again.
Right there.
It should be illegal for a city employee to continuously abuse 911 and lie, because her 911 call was for harassment. The paper is saying, it's talking about a lawsuit. Me stating that I'm going to sue the city is not harassment.
No. And we're not, like I said, I'm not saying it's harassing. You don't believe it's harassing.
Do you believe it's harassment?
It's not towards me.
Colleton County, long warned for its lack of transparency in public records management, once again reveals a pattern of non-cooperation. In video 2, even a basic FOIA request is delayed, ignored, and met with evasive responses when names are asked. In a space that appears calm on the surface, one determined citizen exposes the system armed with legal knowledge and a camera. Here's the advice: request everything in writing, keep recording, and never leave until your rights are honored. Now we move on to video 3, where darkness and prejudice collide in a deadly silent standoff.
Good evening, YouTube. We're here in the city of Boca Raton, where the cops actually stalk me. So the cops are actually stalking me. Can I help you? Okay, so why are you watching me? Okay, you guys can play these games all you want, but the whole world is watching you. Okay? What's your badge number and what's your name? Do you have official business in this parking lot? This is true, and I come here all the time. So why are you stalking me? No, I'm not approaching you. I'm filming you at this point. Okay? So do you guys know that people are getting killed in Boca Raton? And you guys are stalking a black guy? Yes, you are. I was over here. You decided that you were riding past and you decided to pull in here. Yep. For what reason? Because it's the city property. Okay, but the park rangers patrol this area. Okay, that's the city police. Okay, they're still on. Why are you stalking me? I'm not. So do you have an ID? You got what? Do you have an ID? You're not getting ID. Okay, go fuck and tell your boss I said fuck period. Have a good night, all right? You two, stop stalking me. I'm minding my business. Public park. Do you have any business here at the property tonight? Yeah, it's a public park that doesn't close until 11, you idiot. Yourself. Bye. Have a good night, sir. I pay taxes. Yes, sir. Where do you live at? None of your business. Go fuck. That's not very nice. It's not very nice for you to be stalking me either.
Thank you for watching today's video on Mr. White's channel. We've just walked through 3 real situations, 3 real locations, and 3 sharp reflections on how civil rights can be challenged right where they're supposed to be protected. Colleton County, South Carolina, a rural area with police misconduct complaints above the state average, where citizens enter public offices only to be met with silence and evasion. Boca Raton, Florida, a seemingly peaceful coastal city, becomes the setting for a tense late-night standoff, as a black man is followed without cause in a public park. Our main character carries no weapon, no political power, just a camera, a working knowledge of the First and Fourth Amendments, and unshakable determination, and those seemingly simple tools became a powerful shield against unchecked authority. Here's our advice to you: always request everything in writing, record all interactions in public spaces, refuse to show ID unless there's a clear legal basis, and above all, stay calm, because the law doesn't protect emotions, it protects your rights. If you've ever faced a similar situation Retaliation, share your story in the comments below. And if you believe that cameras and knowledge can change the world, subscribe to Mr. White right now. We don't just watch videos, we build awareness together.